mean, could it be not possible that this is one of the greatest movies of all time? What do you mean it's not possible? They proved it every way in court that it is the greatest movie of all time. You can't say it's not, and then you work your heart out to put a movie like this out in the... Yeah, horrible Lee J. Cobb impression to start off the video, but welcome back to my channel, and you know what? Seeing as how we have passed that amazing milestone that you guys helped me achieve, and again, I'm still bamboozled, flabbergasted, whatever word you want to use to describe it, I am still absolutely floored by your guys' support. If you haven't already, what the heck are you waiting for? I'm talking about all things movies and entertainment here on the regular. Smash that subscribe button as hard as you possibly can, along with that notification bell right next to it. That way you guys can always stay in the loop. And don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoy what you see today. But again, seeing as how we've reached that milestone, and seeing as how this month is actually the 65th anniversary of this classic movie, it's finally time to talk about it. 12 Angry Men. In my opinion, the greatest black and white film ever made. Why? Because Sidney Lumet had limited resources to pull this off. This whole entire film basically takes place in this jury deliberation room, as 12 men come together at the end of a hard murder trial where a 17-year-old kid allegedly killed his father with a knife. And the 12 men have to reach a unanimous verdict beyond a reasonable doubt whether the kid is guilty or not. And if he is guilty, they're going to send him to the electric chair. So high stakes here. Of course, you all know the drill. It starts off 11 men finding the kid guilty. One juror, played by Henry Fonda, thinks otherwise. And he basically spends the next 90 minutes trying to convince these people that there is a reasonable doubt. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen 12 Angry Men. I feel like I know this movie inside and out. This is one of those movies I feel like that is truly once in a lifetime. You're never really gonna see a movie put together like this ever again. And it's all centered around the character work and the dialogue, because the set is extremely minimal. And even though it's black and white, this movie never feels dated. Like, this could take place right now in the year 2022. These characters don't talk like they're from the 1950s. And there are so many prevalent topics that unfortunately are still important to hear about in the year 2022. Close to the end of this film, when every single person has almost been convinced at this point, Henry Fonda says something along the lines of, "Very often prejudice masks the truth." He could not be more right. Henry Fonda, of course, is a legend. Rest in peace, my friend. This is one of his best roles, if not his very best. He is so frenetic, yet he is so calm, cool, and collected throughout this whole process. And the camera work around him, in general, the camera work in this movie is rock solid. It is among the best cinematography you will ever see for a movie like this. As he's the only one in the room as the movie starts off, the camera will be looking down on him. But as he starts to get more and more people on his side, you'll notice very subtly that the camera will start to be at a canted angle. And it's such genius filmmaking. Sidney Lumet directed this film beautifully. It almost sounds like an action film in a lot of ways. That opening shot tells you everything you need to know about all these characters in the room, all 12 of these men. Every single one of them comes from different walks of life. They're all at different stages of their life. There's a guy who runs a garage who's extremely prejudiced. There's a guy who gets really heated with him because he was living in the slums and he was insulting the people that lived in the slums, which leads to incredible tension. And of course you have juror number 7, who just has baseball tickets burning in his pocket. And he just wants to get the hell out of there. Point being, every single character is so distinct and so well realized. And that opening shot may be one of my favorite opening shots in film history. Every last ounce of that shot needs to be studied, because we learn every single piece of information we need to know about every character all in one take. And just the way that this screenplay is written, and just the way that it builds the tension, there are so many poignant lines seared into my memory that I will never forget. Most of all being between Henry Fonda and Lee J. Cobb. And Lee J. Cobb himself, I joked about him earlier, but he is absolutely dynamite in this film. He commands every single frame that he's in, and he's got a very troubled past as well with his son, so that's why he sort of holds a prejudice against the kid on trial, and he wants to put him into the chair. But these backstories and everything just building around this one trial, and this one simple man, this architect raising his hand, it leads to some incredible tension. I'll kill him! I'll kill him! You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you? That line gets you every single time. Not only is this film directed so beautifully, but it's almost treated like a mystery as well. Did this kid actually commit the murder? There's one juror who comes up to our hero, Henry Fonda, and he's like, supposing this kid really did stab his father, and you talk us out of it. And that leads to a huge hero's dilemma there. But as more evidence is revealed and put out into the open, this script is absolutely perfect, my friends. I cannot stress this enough. But more and more men in this room start to become more and more convinced that this kid is innocent. Juror number 4 is a stockbroker, never sweats, wears glasses, but then when one of the ladies who was on trial testified that she saw the kid do it and she was wearing glasses, she never wears glasses to bed, then he's like, no, I'm convinced he's not guilty. It is perfect. There is nothing wrong with 12 Angry Men. Sure, you can pick apart any movie for its flaws. Absolutely. If you're a stickler for details, you can go right ahead. I, for one, will watch 12 Angry Men many times per year. It's my favorite rainy day movie of all time. Mainly because the whole third act does take place with pouring down rain outside. And the sound design for this film, the score and the orchestration, absolutely beautiful. But it's very, very minimal, which only helps with the maximum tension. You just hear the fan going off. You hear the rain going outside. And you just feel like you're in it. These 90 minutes fly by. If you have never seen a black and white movie before in your life, I urge you to make 12 Angry Men the first one you check out. There is no doubt in my mind Sidney Lumet is a genius. I do think this was his best film. Reginald Rose's screenplay as well, which was also put to the stage. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to give 12 Angry Men an A+. I could honestly go on for hours with more examples about how amazing this movie truly is, but let's face it, film aficionados like yourself probably already knew that. But let me know what you all thought of 12 Angry Men down in the comments section below. As always, I love creating content just like this for each and every single one of you. And getting to interact with you guys, just talking movies, just shooting the breeze, makes things all the more fun for me. And hey, if this is your first time visiting the channel today, go ahead and smash that subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. One more reminder, hit that notification bell right next to it as well, along with that thumbs up on your way out. And stay tuned for more exciting content hitting this channel very, very soon. Loaded packed weekend at the movie theater with The Bad Guys, The Northman, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, all hitting theaters worldwide. So we're going to have a lot of fun, my friends. And guys, again, I cannot thank you guys nearly enough for the support that you've given me and this channel over, gosh, man, it's been like, what, 2 years now? Whew, a long time. But y'all are the best. Again, thank you all so very much. With all that being said, back talk, commence.